Hello everyone, Namaste. So today we're going to do the reading on my strength and power that I can draw upon for the next 30 days. Where is it that I can connect to my power within and my source within, so that I feel grounded, so that I feel connected, so that I feel love and joy in my world, and that I can extend that to everybody else. So we're going to look at that for you. And we're going to go ahead, 4 piles on the table. Pile 1 with the Magician. I'm going to bring this up. Pile 2 with the 3 of Wands. Pile 3 with the 3 of Pentacles. And pile 4 with the King of Swords. So go ahead and pause if you need to take your time. And we're going to go straight to it. So let me get organized here. That's pile 2 for later, 3 and 4. Okay, so pile 1s. Let's look at your strength for the next 30 days, for the next month or so. Magician, definitely all the tools on the table, right? So that is a very good sign. And let's look at your tarot. 3 of Wands. So already expecting good news to come in. And already have the plans strategized for you to catch that next wave when that next wave comes. And let's look at the next tarot, the Lovers. So I would say that your strength comes from your connectedness within, your connectedness to your inner resources, your connectedness to that inner lover within yourself. And you get to extend that towards the projects that you are working on or people you are collaborating with. 3 of Wands, I mean, typically 3 of Pentacles, that indicates a group situation, but 3 of Wands can also mean a collaborative environment where you get to also be using your tools and use your people skills and your ability to communicate and coordinate so that things are developing beautifully around you. And just look at the imagery. Sometimes what's great about this deck is that sometimes you don't even need to know the words. You don't even need to know the descriptions of the cards. You can just look at the imagery and just feel, you could feel how amazing this is, where things are lining up for you and your strength is that you are connected with the inner lover, the inner passion, where you are eager to communicate with others and you are sitting sexy. You are feeling attractive. You are emitting this attractive force field where people are they just want to come and play with you. The next step is the 4 of Wands, and 4 of Wands is a card of people congregating together to celebrate together or to even work together. So you're definitely having a sort of, there's some sort of juju within you for the next month, where you are able to attract these circumstances to you, to attract the people to you, to even when you don't have all the cards on the table, you don't have, not the cards, but you don't have the resources on the table. There's something about you. There's something really special about you this month where you can attract the variables. You can attract the resources that you will need to go the next step. And it could be at work in terms of relationship. It could be any area. So that's amazing. Like I feel the warmth from you. There's that magic and warmth in you for this month, which is great. Let's get your energy oracle, magician, and the mirror. As I said, you're magic. There's something really magical about you this month. And look at the magician twice. So people can't help but be, I would even say, mesmerized by you. There's a certain sense of attraction. Like your keyword for this month is there's something really attractive about you, where I wouldn't go to say that you would manipulate anybody, but during those times where people could sense the magic around you, it tends to be easier for us to get stuff done, right? So if you do feel that way, do take advantage of it for the greater good, of course, but make good use of it. Make good use of this energy. Let's get your archetype card. So mentor, light attribute, passing on wisdom, refining a student's character. Let's see. So it could be either way. You could be mentoring somebody, or you would be able to attract a mentor. But because we have the magician, I feel like you are able to just be that mentor for a lot of people, because the lovers can be that you are attracting multiple people. So this is the month where people see you as someone who has the wisdom, who has the intellectual backing, again, who has that experience and the magic to lead them towards the right way. So definitely make use of it, and know that whatever you do, whatever you plan to do this month would seem like magic. Let's see if there are any other messages. For those of you who are looking at relationship messages, this is a great time to really do a heart-to-heart with your loved ones, because for some reason you're just so connected with Source, you're connected to the universal wisdom, that whatever issues that you might be having before would be able to resolve, or you'll get to a point where your partner would be able to hear you a little easier, and you would be able to come up with solutions that is the best for the both of you. So that is definitely a good sign. And for those who are single and looking, because we do have the lovers, right? So for those who are single and looking, I would say look for those, on one hand, right? Look for those who are a mentor to you. There could be something there. But I would say it's more about you just radiating that energy of wisdom, that energy of magic that would make you really, really attractive. So it would be like moth to a flame, right? Look at all the red. So make use of it. And I'm sure that you will attract a lot of admirers. So group ones, that is your reading for the next month. Of course, many, many blessings to you. Love you all. Namaste. All right, that's group one. Let's look at group two. So group two's the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands. Looking for harvest, are we? Looking for harvest. Let's look at your tarot. Your strength and power is in the Hermit and the Empress, both major arcanas. Really interesting combination. The Hermit is such a inner strength card in terms of inner reflection. So I feel like in combination with Three of Wands, you are getting clear about where you want to go. There's clarity in your thinking. There's clarity in what you want. There is power in reaching for what you want. Because once you have that clarity, Three of Wands is in the traditional tarot, it is about waiting a little bit, but there can be action taken, because after all, it is the wand suit. There can be actions taken also to get what you want. But for the most of you, I feel like because it is in combination with the Hermit, there is a sense of wise waiting. There is a sense of wise receiving. The Empress as well, it represents the feminine. It is passive. It's more about the yang, it's more about the yin and not the yang. So there is something about being able to just sit pretty this month and to await your rewards. So your strength and your power is actually not in the traditional sense of the masculine strength and power, right? It's so interesting. This spread is more about the feminine energy, the feminine waiting, the feminine receptivity. So your strength is actually in receiving. So this month, make sure that you are in a receiving mode, to look for opportunities, to see the opportunities, to be still so that you could connect with that receiving energy. It's so beautiful. And you know, it's so fruitful, right? It's so fertile and so fruitful. So all you need to do is to be in receptivity. Wonderful. Let's look at your energy oracle. Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. So definitely, it's more about the heart this month, right? Your strength is in the heart. You don't have to do anything. In fact, I feel like with this entire spread, the message is to just feel the heart, to feel the beatings of the heart, to connect to the heart. And when you find yourself overdoing, becoming the overachiever, or the mind has become too chattery, or we're becoming too identified with the busy work of the mind, come back to the heart. Come back to the heart. Look at all the green. This is so clear, to just come back to the heart and receive. Let's look at your archetype card. Mediator. So, gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal, professional life, respect for both sides of an argument. Again, it is about sitting in neutrality, right? That's one of the attributes for the hermit as well, is being able to sit without judgment, to sit in neutrality, and to respect all. And that is your strength. Sometimes a good mediator holds the space for the mediation to happen on its own. That's what a good mediator does. They don't have to do anything. Just by being there and holding space, the balance can happen on its own. The answer can arise on its own. So, in terms of the entire spread, it is really, really clear where you are asked to sit in observation, to open your heart, because that is your strength. Your heart chakra is going to be really, really strong and highlighted this month. So sit in that power. Look at that bright light. Just sit in that heart energy and know that those around you will benefit from that energy, and you will become the nurturer for everyone around you. And of course, you will receive. Three of Wands is also a card of waiting to receive, being patient, and having the goods arrive, the treasures arrive from sea, and that you've done all the work, you've done all the planning, and there's nothing else to do. So, give yourself a big hug. Give yourself a big hug, because your heart is just so strong and so radiating this month, where it's going to be really, really visceral in terms of that energy, and to just sense your beingness from the heart. Let's see if there are any other messages here. A little bit of pregnancy message. If anyone is looking to get pregnant, this is also a card of expecting. So you could be, there could be good news down the road for you if that is what you're looking for. And in terms of relationship, I'm not getting relationship messages per se. It's more about the community that is around you and your ability to hold space for your community, either through your meditation practice or just being the neutral observer, the wise observer that you are. You are automatically a calm, a peaceful presence for everyone around you. So draw upon that this month. All right, group 2s, that is your message for the next 30 days. So many blessings to you. Love you. Namaste. All right, that is group 2. Let's look at group 3. So group 3s. Group 3s, you have the 3 of Pentacles. teamwork, right? Not much else to say. Teamwork. And let's see your tarot. Teamwork. Let's see if teamwork is your strength and power. So 8 of Pentacles, definitely work related. There is teamwork in terms of your bread and butter. And Knight of Cups. An interesting combination where your strength is actually a part of it, is the emotional aspects that you bring to your work. Yes, we know that you have the skills. This is telling me that your strength and your power, when it comes to work, when it comes to group work, is your skill. 8 of Pentacles is a card of skill. So you bring into the game experience. You bring into the game even soft skills, people skills, and you also bring into the game experience. And with that, the patience that is needed to bring this project to harvest. But what's additional to the skill is actually an emotional connection to whatever it is that you're working on. And that is so beautiful. This is full-on emotional connection and even passion, where how you feel about what you're working on is really infectious. Where this is a month where you get to really influence your team, or influence anybody who you're working with, or even influence your community, your friend group, in terms of your vision. Knight of Cups is also a card of having visions, and a vision that is emotionally connected and emotionally strong. So this month, make sure that you communicate that to your team, because you'll feel it. You'll feel it, like something somewhere along the lines, it's gonna click. Something's gonna click, and you'll be like, wow, I'm suddenly so passionate. I have so many ideas about this group thing that we're doing. And it doesn't have to be work. It could be, trying to get a group together, or, trying to plan a wedding after, now that everybody's vaccinated, or trying to plan a trip. Finally, things are a little bit open right now. So it could be any of the above, where you get to have an influence on people because of your enthusiasm, right? It's not only that you have the skill, you're able to strategize, you're able to put things together for people. It's also that you can influence people through your passion, through your excitement. So when you feel it, do express it. That is your strength and power for this month. To just express your passion. Let's look at your energy oracle. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. I love how this is mirroring the Knight of Cups, because the second chakra is emotional stability, emotional security, and everything that has to do with our emotions. So this month you have such emotional strength and freshness. There's a freshness about how you're feeling. So use that to your advantage, or connect to it. Just connect to it and allow that emotional energy to flow. It's been such a long time, hasn't it, since we're able to really hug people, connect with people. And with the Knight of Cups, go ahead and hug it out. Express your emotions. Go ahead and hug it out. I don't care if it's about work, because Eight of Pentacles really can be about the workplace. Of course, when appropriate. As you return back to work, just express your emotions in the most appropriate way, right? Of course, we express emotions differently when we're in a professional setting versus a family setting, but the sort of the indication here is that piece, that emotional piece, is where you can draw your strength this month. So make great use of it. Let's look at your archetype card. Lover. Again, I love the synchronicity of the cards. What else can I say, right? Be the lover. Be everybody's lover this month, because that is going to assist you major at work. We're just starting to get back to work. It gets a little, everyone can react to this differently. We could still be a little fearful. And, it's been a long time since we've seen each other face to face. We could be a little more timid. We could be a little more embarrassed, a little more vulnerable. And because you have such a strong foundation and emotional stability and emotional connectedness, do express it. Do make good use of it, and take the lead to be the lover, and take the lead to show appreciation for others, to show love to others, to show care, to show loving kindness towards others. Do be the icebreaker. Give that smile. Look at how attractive you are. God, you guys are attractive this month. The combination of Lover, Knight of Cups, and Archangel Ariel, it's people just want to give you a hug. And when you feel it, there's that second when you catch somebody's eye and you could sense that they want to give you a hug, but they're not sure if they should. you could feel it just within that pause, right? Go give them a hug. Go be that lover and reach out. And people will be so appreciative, and they would respond right away. And that is your power. That is your secret power. You will kill with love, right? So let's see if there are any other messages. Well, because of the combination of Knight of Cups and Lovers, of course, relationship messages could come through, where this is a wonderful time to communicate love, Just reconnect with your partner from a romantic point of view, from a romantic perspective, because we have had to do a lot of logistic-based things during the pandemic, and it's been a while since we could actually approach relationships from a deep emotional sense, because we have to feel safe in our first chakra and second chakra in order for us to express love. So this would be the time to express love from that deep place where now you have a lot more access to, because just for some reason I'm just seeing a lot of strength in your emotions this month. And of course, with the Lovers and Knight of Cups, if you're single, absolutely, you are very, very eye-catching this month. Do make use of it, because it is in combination with work and team. Do put yourself in group situations. I'm not saying be reckless, of course. Still be mindful of your hygienic etiquette. That's somewhat awkward, but that's the best description I could think of, where you are still mindful of, not to cough on another person and blah blah blah. You guys know what I mean. Still, being mindful of being safe, but at the same time, be in group situations where you can connect, where you could shine, where you could open your heart, where you could be the lover, because you are super attractive. You're a super attractor this month. So, and of course, because 3 of Pentacles and 8 of Pentacles are together, like, this is such a great combination for work that just goes right to your heart. This is meaningful work. This is work that really resonates with your heart. So overall, just such a lovely reading for you guys. Very similar to group 2, actually, where it is all about the heart. Maybe it's just because, it's been such a long time since we're able to be face to face with each other. We are definitely more heart-based. We're definitely more heart-based for the next month or so. And do take advantage, and just feel it. Feel it within you and resonate with that energy. And so group 3s, that is the power and strength that you can draw upon for the next 30 days. And I hope that was helpful. Many, many blessings to you. Love you all. Namaste. All right, that was group 3. Let's look at group 4s. So group 4s with the King of Swords. The King of Swords, a very, very logical and common sense based card. No frou-frou. No jokes and no play, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but this is more of a focusing card. So let's see where you're going to be focusing on for the next 30 days and where your strength and power is going to be. 7 of Pentacles. Interesting. So cutting out what's unwanted. 7 of Pentacles is a card of adjustments. So you're going to be looking at what needs to be adjusted around you with a keen eye, and you're just going to do it. King of Swords isn't really emotional, so your strength is going to be your logic this month, where you will just see what is needed and keep it and strengthen it, and see what is not needed and cut the weeds away. Very, very simple. You will just have that strength and impetus to cut the cords. Either it's energetic cords, either it's relational cords, either it's at work. It could be any sector in your life. So let's look at your next tarot. It is 10 of Pentacles. What a lovely, lovely next step, or what is that word? A lovely step, I guess, from 7 Pentacles. So your strength is in being clear of what it is that you want. You're being clear of sort of the people who you want to nurture and protect, or a project that you want to nurture and protect. 10 of Pentacles is about generations, so you are doing what you need to do to ensure the prosperity of your next generation, the prosperity of your family, or the prosperity of your work family, or the prosperity of your relationship whatever it is that you're looking at. So to ensure that the future is secure, this month you just have what it takes to make that determination of what is wanted, what is needed, and what is not needed. And you're able to see, you're able to have a clear vision of what it is that you want. That is also your strength. You know, we think that, oh, of course we know what we want. We know what our dream is, but we forget there are times when it's actually murky to us in terms of what our goals are. But not you this month. You are very clear about your vision for yourself, for all those around you. This is a spread of taking leadership. You are strong in leadership this month. Either it's about your community, or it's about a project or a thing. It doesn't really matter, but make use of that clarity towards what it is that you want. And do not be afraid to cut away what is not wanted. Because it's almost like, when a tree is fruiting, sometimes they will cut away the flowers, or cut away several flowers on the fruit trees, so that the remaining flowers will grow into bigger and juicier fruits. It's the same thing. You're cutting away the things, people, places that are not serving you, so that what remains can be even more strengthened. Right? I'm sorry, I'm going to take a sip of water. So this is this is a beautiful, beautiful progression. Wonderful. So let's look at your energy oracle. The thinking woman. Absolutely synchronistic, because again, we have thinking. It's more about logic for you. It is in straightforward contrast with our group 2s and 3s, where for them their strength is in the heart, and for group 1 their strength is in their connection to the higher source. But for you, the strength is actually in the 6th and 7th chakra. It is in the mind. It's in your logic. Don't be afraid to trust the logic. Sometimes our intuition will come in the form of common sense. So you are being perfectly analytical, weighing out your pros and cons, doing your research to see what needs to stay, what needs to go, and executing it. King of Swords is just straightforward execution without looking back. And all for the greater good, right? All for the greater good. So let's look at your archetype card. Queen radiates a regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. See, a card of protection. You do what you need to do to protect those who you love, to protect what you love and who you love. You are the queen. It's almost like the Queen of Swords is right there with the King of Swords. Of course, the energy is benevolent. I love this queen because King of Swords can be a little cold sometimes, and also the thinking woman can be a little too analytical, to a point of being cold and unfeeling. But with the augmentation of queen, this particular queen from the archetype cards, I know that you're coming from a place of compassion. There is compassion in how you're able to carry out these actions that you need to do to cut away what's not working and to strengthen what is. And it's coming from the feminine benevolence. And you do so that you could protect your kingdom or your queendom, whichever it is. This is the kingdom and the queendom. And for the next month, you just have that regalness in you where people will listen to you and assist you in cutting away what's not needed. And to, of course, strengthen, because the flip side is to add in, I want to really balance this out. It's not just about cutting away, it's adding in nutrition, adding in fertilizer, adjusting the pH of the soil. It doesn't have to be cutting away per se, right? It could also be adding. So whatever it is that you're doing as the queen or the king, you are making sure that all those around you are being taken care of. And you're making sure that your kingdom and queendom grows stronger, grows more and more prosperous. So really, for the next month, connect to your inner queenness and your inner kingness, because that is where your strength is. Your strength and power is going to be. You will just suddenly feel like, whoa, I feel this surge of I don't know, a kind of regalness, a royalness, where I feel like I'm presiding over my kingdom and queendom, and I see clearly what needs to stay, what needs to go, and what fertilizing I need to do, what I need to add in. Is it more communication I need to add in? Is it more fun times I need to add in? Is it a trip we need to take to reconnect with each other? It doesn't have to be something so dreary as, cutting away relationships. It could be, strengthening activities that strengthen. Let's have a barbecue or something like that. So go ahead and connect to that inner king and queen and roar, because you have it. You have authority this month. People will see that you are feeling that authority, and you are able to act from authority. Let's see if there are other messages. For this group too, I'm not feeling relationship messages per se, but just to enjoy your immediate family, to enjoy your community. And to assist your community to grow in whichever way that you are needed. And you will be strong in your support. So group 4s, that is where you can find your power and strength for the next 30 days. I hope that was helpful. Much love to you guys. Much blessings. Namaste. And so thank you, everyone. I'll see you guys next time. Namaste.